and welcome to Homorazzi. Now, before we get to today's topics, we're going to do our usual check-in. And Adam, is there anything new going on with you?
What is new with me is 139 pounds. I lost 5 pounds over the last week. I had the worst goddamn flu. How are you rolling your eyes and clucking your tongue like Laganja before she's kicked off?
You're ridiculous.
I got the flu and I'm ridiculous.
You're so light, by the way.
Thank you, first of all. That's what I needed coming off of the sickness.
Don't jump off on my camera eye roll. I let you have yours. You better let me have
You
mine.
did your little Laganja
So
cluck. I could see it.
Actually, you were legitimately sick because
I
you
was
didn't come
dying.
to any of the soccer.
No,
and
I didn't go to parties. That's what it was. Okay, so I was sick on Thursday. I can see this. I will jump in this camera and take it over. I don't need this. So, and then I thought I was better by Saturday night, and we had all these plans with different groups of friends, and I'm like, I can do this. So I went out, I had half a beer, sitting on some fun daddy's lap, and I'm like, this is not happening.
I bet you anything you had what I had. Were you sick for like a week or more?
It was 5 days hard, at least.
That's exactly what I had.
So anyway, super skinny, looking forward to a white party. I'm gonna look bang in, and that's it.
And you, Tommy?
I've been moving, and I've had the absolute worst move of my entire life. You can eye roll.
I did eye roll. We've talked about your goddamn move in the last 4 episodes.
My move has been like, we've had a while to do it, which kind of was a curse because I really wish we just kind of did it in 3 days. But everything that possibly could have happened on the big day did. So the elevator broke, so they were schlepping furniture up and downstairs for an hour. Those poor, poor men. And I started to feel so guilty, and then everyone was like, you paid them.
For them, yeah.
And then like one of our bookshelves didn't fit in the elevator, so I had to take it apart. And then like when the carpet cleaner came in, you have to vacuum before they steam clean. The vacuum breaks halfway through the vacuum. Literally have been the worst move of my life. So next time I'm just going to give someone a big chunk of money. I'll be like, if you can move me out perfectly, you can have my damage.
There's companies that just like start to finish do everything.
And you know what? Like packing up all of my stuff and like moving my clothes and my toys. And
Are you getting rid of anything as you do it?
I tried to get rid of a lot of like some stuff, but I really actually am not that much of a hoarder as far as clothing and stuff goes.
Okay.
Like every year I go through what I haven't worn and I throw it out. Or I donate it or whatever.
Okay.
I throw it out.
He's a good person.
Well, I feel grateful I haven't had a bad weekend. Actually, the last time it was super nice out, which the weather's been improving with spring and everything like that. I went skiing in Whistler, and then the next day I had soccer while you were sick, and I had a great weekend. The weather's been up and down, so I'm not sure.
But it's been good. You hear that?
Yeah.
Toronto, we've had sun and it's been 20 degrees.
been.
But yeah, no, I mean, we've got a little bit of rain, but I'm not complaining.
We're heading in the right direction for sure.
And you're going to Mexico, and I'm going to Palm Springs. So
And I'll be in the West End.
All right, well, now let's get to today's topics. First up, we were going to talk about some rumors about Beyonce and Jay-Z.
I hope these rumors are so true.
Would you go?
Every city.
Oh. No, okay, calm down.
So what's the rumor?
So the rumor is that they are going to be launching, hopefully, a co-headlining summer stadium tour. Essentially, it's what him and Jay-Z did last year. You know, when they went to like 20 cities or something, into the huge stadiums. They came to Vancouver.
Justin, you mean?
Who did I say?
Him and Jay-Z. Him and Justin Timberlake. Yes, I know what you're talking about. And then Beyonce did her own thing.
Yes, and then Beyonce did her own thing, but they would do like giant stadiums, like 65,000 plus people. Like that's what ours was.
So are they gonna like recreate the music videos, and he's gonna be all, like smoking cigars, and she's gonna go sex bomb?
I think they're just gonna jump in on each other's songs, and you know, Beyonce will probably dance to some of his songs, and Jay-Z will probably rap over hers, and she'll probably sing over his.
God, they're gonna make so much.
Oh my God, that's the only thing I thought of is I would pay so much money, even if I was in the back at the nosebleeds on that concert. I don't know. And she's Beyonce, like, and Jay-Z, they're the best. They can do whatever they want.
Okay, well, speaking of people being on tour, we were going to talk about Miley Cyrus, and she's had an issue while being on tour right now.
An issue.
Yeah, I actually heard about this just here, like, randomly on the radio, so I didn't really know the full story, but apparently she got hospitalized for an allergic reaction to antibiotics.
Oh, antibiotics didn't work for me. My life would be over. Let's put it up there right now. So that sucks.
They work. I was like, oh, really? But she actually is legit in the hospital.
Like, serious.
Sick.
Because you keep seeing these like awful dead selfies of her, like, oh, just doing the best I can. Calm down. Stop posting pictures of yourself.
He is on it with these selfies lately.
I am. I'm so against it. You've taken a little aversion to it, but it's not for me. And but then the sad thing is, like, her dog died too recently.
Her dog didn't die. Her dog was killed by a coyote.
Like murdered by a coyote.
It was murdered. But it was the dog. The relevance of that dog was the dog that her and her ex-fiance Liam raised together. So it was like
that's what makes it relevant.
It was the last bit of their love.
Oh my God.
Murdered.
All right, well, that's all we have for gossip. When we come back, we're going to move on to music. Welcome back. We're moving on to music now, and we're going to look at Alicia Keys' new music video. It's called It's On Again, and it's from the soundtrack for The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Take a look.
Run through the flames, there's more passion for me. I'm past testimony just so the world can see. Better wounds on me, you're watching me lick them clean. I know, my pride, my goals, my highs, my lows. I know, it's mind control. I know I can prosper, no imposter. Prosecute my posture. I stand up and I stand by you. What?
I am a freedom fighter, the name that history wrote. And even through disaster, eye of the tiger for hope. I'm trying to find my way back. There's no day off for heroes.
So I like it. I think it suits...
Who's this featuring? Pharrell and
Kendrick Lamar.
Okay, so I like his intro to the song. Pharrell, I can't stand his goddamn
I
Arby's
don't
hat.
like Pharrell.
No.
What is it about Pharrell? Like, he's got that song that's super popular right
Hat's
now.
so
big.
And everyone is like loving it. It was Oscar nominated. I hate the song.
Yeah.
And I really don't, I find him so irritating.
I feel like he just
I
sold
don't
a
know.
huge song to make money, and that's all it was. And he
Yeah.
knows that, and it's this kiddie thing,
Did
and
you
that's
not
not who
see
he
his
is.
interview with Oprah where he cried when he watched all the people singing it around the world?
God,
it
and
was
I'm sure that
super-
made him $4 million more when he
Yeah,
did that on
I found
Q.
him super genuine, and I mean, he's been working a long time, working with other people. He's more behind the scenes, and this is his first big hit. So, kudos to him.
I kind of feel like with Pharrell, I feel like he was a bit like, he was kind of hardcore. Like
Okay,
he was
here we
like,
go.
you know what I mean? Like he was kind of, he was a really big producer. He was like a bit of a, edgy, tough ass rapper.
You're gonna say gangsta, but anyway, keep going.
That's the word, but
Yeah.
I'm scared I might get killed. But then he's like, and now he's singing this song "Happy" and wearing an Arby's hat. It
Totally.
seems really selling out.
Ellie?
Yeah,
Thank you. That's exactly what this is.
Yeah.
No, he used to have, oh no, I don't like saying it, but cred. And now it's just
That's
it's like,
the word.
It's like a kid. He just now, like, his marketing guy is like, who buys albums is 13-year-old
Children.
kid. So sell something. He's like, great, cash in, do it. He's still kind of kiddie on this song too. The guy at the beginning, the
Kendrick
Lamar
Lamar.
guy, I thought he had a really cool intro. And Alicia sounds amazing in this song for sure.
And she looks really cool. And I
does.
haven't, I didn't realize how much I kind of missed her until I heard this song again.
Speaking of people we've missed Robin, and she actually has some new music coming out, and they've just released a little mini teaser. Take a listen.
Make a space for my body. Dig a hole. Push the sides apart. This is what I'm controlling. It's a mode. The inside that I carve. This will be my monument.
So it's a collaboration with Roykstop, which
Yeah.
they've done before, but this is a bit of a different thing.
It's a different sound,
Yeah.
and they're also touring together right now, which is why this is kind
Yes.
of a big
Okay.
deal.
I didn't really listen to it before. Listen to this clip. You get nothing, obviously. It
Yeah,
cuts out
you
like 2
get
words
nothing.
in. It's a little funky electronic. Crazy for me.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's mine. I love Robin on her own, and I love a lot of their stuff. Mostly their remixes or stuff. But together,
The album's supposed to have like 5 songs. I don't think that she's going to do any wrong. This sounds great, actually. I've heard good feedback from people on social media as well, too. So I think, I don't know, it's headed in the right direction.
I think the thing with Robin is her fans are so rabid
Yeah.
that, and especially now, like it has been a moment since
Yeah.
she's released anything. So anything that she's gonna put out, they're gonna jump on, right? So I'm gonna wait until this is all released, and I'm gonna take a proper listen, and then we'll just go from there.
Okay, well, that's all we have for music. We're going to move on to movies now. And the first trailer we're going to take a look at is Transcendence. Take a look.
It's radiation poisoning. The bullet must have been laced with it. The effect is irreversible.
Will's body is dying, but his mind is a pattern of electrical signals. We can upload his consciousness. We can save him.
Not like this. Assuming that this works, if we missed anything, a thought, a childhood memory, how will you know who you're dealing with?
So Johnny Depp is back.
yeah, and in a not Johnny Depp role.
Right.
So I'm happy about that. He doesn't have crazy long hair, eye makeup, and he's
Yeah.
not 40 pounds under emaciated. The thing is, this movie from the trailer, don't sass me.
Says you.
I am lean swimmer's bill. Back to the movie. It looks like it's a 3-hour movie. Like, this trailer has so much going on in it. I can't believe how they're gonna pack this into one, like, cohesive movie. But there's big names. It looks interesting. It's sci-fi meets thriller meets, like, horror almost. So I'm interested. I don't don't know how well it's gonna do. It seems like is it based on a novel? I can't even tell. I didn't read
I don't know.
about it.
I feel like with Johnny, and again, Johnny Depp's fans are very rabid. So are they going to accept him in not a character role?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go see this. This movie does not appeal to me at all.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I saw the trailer. I was like, this looks really pretentious.
Yeah, I'm excited to see him in a different thing. It's mostly just him talking because he like dies 4 minutes into
Yeah,
this.
doesn't his
goddamn thing.
brain get transplant or what? It's so dumb.
Don't worry about it. But
That's what I'm gonna do with me. When I die, I'm gonna leave my.
God, shut it
don't.
off. Where's the off button?
Unplug it.
Yeah, it's just a little Terminator. Like the robots start taking over, and what's going to happen to the world. So if it's well done, I'm going to wait for reviews. I am certainly not lining up for this goddamn thing, but we'll see how it goes.
Okay, well, let's move on to a completely different genre, and that is a comedy called The Other Woman. Take a look.
Are you for real? I thought maybe we could have some dinner.
I let you in. We are not drinking Cosmos and braiding each other's hair.
I am not ready to compete with women like you.
We got played by the same guy. Tequila or do you want vodka?
So you're saying I should leave him?
What does your gut tell you?
Jesus.
How is Nicki Minaj getting movies right now? Explain this to me.
I think she's literally her secretary. She's probably in it for a
small role.
hot second.
Okay.
That what we saw is probably the extent of her role.
So it's like a Jennifer Hudson, Sex and the City movie kind of thing?
Probably even less.
Okay, I'm okay with that. Don't feature her. Like, are they trying to get in like...
The kids.
Oh, good lord. Because I guess everyone else is too old in this movie, the actress-wise.
Well,
Cameron Diaz.
although Leslie Mann, I'm into. Like, she's so funny to me in all the movies that she's in. I mean, she essentially plays the same character in every movie. But I mean, she's really funny, and I really like her. I'm not into Cameron Diaz. Like, I kind of don't really want her to act anymore. I'm kind of over
done.
her.
Oh, he's done.
I don't mean like she's a bad actor. I mean like she should just marry a count and move to Europe and.
This is her genre, though. This is what she does well.
Yes. Backstabby, revengey, like woman get powerful kind of thing. So for me, this is like such a woman movie. Like I don't, it doesn't even appeal to me as like a gay guy who bottomed once. Like I am not gonna watch this thing. I know girls, every straight girl I have on my list, God, your eye rolls, are just like, this is it, girls, we're getting together. It's like, it's the movie that 18 girls go together with and watch.
Yeah, but I think it's kind of what the tacky girls get together and watch. Like, I kind of feel like more of a chick flick with something like The Heat, where, you know what I mean? But something like this, I feel like it's...
I think this could be worse. I think I would still watch this on iTunes at home or something. I wouldn't go to the theater, but it's not that
Have you
bad.
ever given anything a bad review on this show? No.
He can't think of it, literally.
No.
No, it's just so goddamn nice. No, I'm not dying. I'll when I'm hungover one crazy Sunday, I'll throw it on.
When it's on
but
TBS in 3 years,
You and your
may
TBS.
flick it on.
Okay, lastly, we're going to take a look at The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
There's something you're not telling me yet, May.
I once told you that secrets have a cost. The truth does too.
My name is Richard Parker. I have discovered what Oscorp was going to use my research for. I have a responsibility to protect the world from what I know they're capable of.
What is all this?
The future.
We literally can change the world. What about Peter?
Not everyone has a happy ending.
So this is the sequel to The Amazing Spider-Man, which was the really quickly rebooted franchise.
Yeah.
I really liked the first one. I
did.
found this one a lot more true to the actual stories. I did not like Tobey Maguire. I did not like Kirsten Dunst. I did not like anybody in that first movie, in the first franchise. So this one's coming out. It's featuring Electro. What's his name? Jamie Foxx is Electro, which is kind of cool. And then Paul Giamatti is Rhino. I don't know how good this is getting reviewed. I'm gonna go see it because I really like Andrew Garfield. I really like Emma Stone. And one of the most crucial scenes in the history of comic books is happening in this movie. But I'm not gonna tell you what
And
it is.
Sally Field.
Sally Field plays the end. That is true.
Oh no,
You
and
are.
she's really great and she's really good. And she is that aunt.
To me, this movie looks so young. Like, I know they rebooted it. The characters are so young.
Spider-Man is young. Like, he's not supposed to be old. Like, he's in high school when he gets his powers, and then, you know, he just gets out of high school, and then he's, you know, in the big city or whatever. But he is young, and he's a smartass, and yeah, so it's, I like this Spider-Man better than the first
I think I've just been ruined by the other ones who give this image of like a bigger guy for me, and he's like the skinny kid.
He's
but
the
that's
skinny
accurate.
nerd.
And
Like,
that's
he's
fair.
like a twerp.
Yeah, I guess I'm I've got the past movies screwing me up on this one.
Yeah,
but
just forget that garbage.
The trailers are good. I'm liking the new characters coming in. I'm excited, and you talking about some huge moments. I will watch it.
I couldn't say it. Like it's not gonna spoil anything because it's been out for 30 years.
He's gay.
No, it's not that.
Okay.
But I don't think I will.
Fine, we'll have to watch it to see.
Okay, well that's all we have for movies. When we come back, we're gonna move on to TV.
Wife made spaghetti for dinner.
Seemed ashamed to barf it up.
Gambling problem, I heard. You don't say.
I heard drugs.
I heard he slept with a 13.
For Pete's sake, Bob, don't spread rumors. No, it was gambling.
I'm glad my husband's dead. I'm gonna sing at his funeral. La 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 la.
It's a bit strange, huh?
Welcome back. We're moving on to TV now, and that was just a clip from a new series called Fargo, obviously based on the movie.
From like the 90s or something like that. It's
how long ago?
Very long time.
Like almost 20.
When I was young, you were still middle-aged. So I love that movie. You've obviously seen Fargo.
I have not.
You are ridiculous. The Coen brothers, right? It's so well done. It's just a really dark and a hysterical look at North Dakota and like Fargo, which you wouldn't expect anything to happen, and just how the townspeople deal with it. And so I think this is an interesting thing to transpose to TV because you can go into this crazy town and see
give
these characters.
like an episodic thing.
And that's the thing. And each character has their own insane life. And the movie did it well, but I wouldn't mind seeing this dragged out.
Well, from the trailer, I think that it looks like it's promising for sure. The characters look hilarious, actually.
And that's the thing. It's really dark, but it's funny.
Yeah.
Like these people are so hilarious with their goddamn accents. Yeah. Oh, it was the alcohol though. So I love the accent. I'm gonna be drunk and doing a Fargo for like the next month after I watch this show.
Okay, let's move on to another genre and another new show, and it's called Salem.
The devil is here, now sleep no more.
They could be anyone.
Who's they?
Witches. The devil has come down onto you.
There could be nothing worse for Salem than a witch hunt.
Are you guilty or not?
There is something worse than a witch hunt. A witch.
I want to see this. I bet it's not going to do well, but it looks so dark.
Yeah.
This is like the twisted version of American Horror Story, like part 3. So it's a whole witch kind of coven thing, back in whatever, the 1600s or whenever they're doing this. And like the trailer has bloodied heads and like rape scenes and God knows what sacrifices to the devil and all this kind of stuff. It looks aggressive.
So if you think it looks so good, why do you think it's just going to get canceled? Right now?
I think they're just going to go like too crazy.
Yeah, it's
and no
probably
one's
gonna
watch.
push like step over that line. And people, what network is it on?
WGN America, which I couldn't even
Oh,
tell you
that's
what
like the
that is.
CW.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. But the thing
So
I'm
I'm
reading about it-
watching.
Yeah. No, they keep talking about how much they're pushing the edges, and as long as they don't jump the shark in like episode 2 and have everyone get like mass anal raped or something.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that is the CW. And if it is, like they're having their new shows this year, especially. Like I have clicked into the 100.
I'm watching it.
It's kind of not awful, but
Yeah,
it's also
not.
kind of not great. So I kind of and like the Tomorrow People drop that.
Okay.
But I just hope that they, it's good.
Well, I prefer a witch storyline as opposed to vampire again.
Me too. I think Witch has much more interesting stuff going for it, so I'll watch it.
Okay, another TV show that's coming out is called Bad Teacher. Take a look.
How do you engage the kids?
I bribe them. You brought me 2 coffees. Yay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, you look tired. Why didn't you have one?
Oh, thanks. Such a good friend.
I know.
Another one based on a movie again.
I love the original ideas coming out.
Okay,
I thought I was watching the trailer for the movie again when I watched this.
No, and so it's so similar to the movie. But you watched the movie. Cameron Diaz, whom you love, is in that. I thought it was hilarious. Like, Bad Teacher for me was not on my radar. I watched it one night because it was just sitting there, and I laughed my ass off. She's just this see you next Tuesday who's just a dick to her students.
Yeah.
And this really takes it in the same level. I'm looking forward to this show, actually. I don't know if it's going to stay.
It has Sarah Gilbert from The Talk and Roseanne as well, too.
Great, what a lesbian reference that we have. Sarah Gilbert's in
Again,
this. Watch it,
again.
people.
She pops up again.
She recently got married.
She's this year's Demi Lovato.
And Charlotte from Sex and the City is one of the main
Oh
characters
yeah,
in
that's
this as
what I was
well.
thinking. All right, and then another series that is coming back is 24. Take a look.
Killing and mutilating with no regard to the law or conscience. A man whose country now labels him a criminal. A terrorist.
After all these years, he surfaces in London the same time as President Heller?
We have to consider that he is here to do the president harm. There's an order coming to have you transferred to Special Activities Division for enhanced interrogation. You better than anyone know what they're going to do to you down there.
Take me to her now.
So is this a continuation of the first series?
It's always a continuation.
100%.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's they make some little.
He's been away for 4 years.
He's been undercover away for 4 years. Now he pops up in the UK.
This was supposed to be a miniseries or a movie even taking place in London, but they actually just brought the show back.
Well, they probably make $1 million more dollars.
Yeah,
to the show, so.
you know, I didn't even know this was coming back until my Facebook feed started to go crazy about it. And I was like, oh, I mean, I didn't watch the first series.
None of
but
them? No,
none of them. But yeah, so I have a lot to say about this. But yeah, I mean, whatever. Good for them.
Okay,
they
calm
gave him a
down.
job.
For people who do watch this is a big deal. He's really sexy in these things, actually, and I know I've got my old man thing, but he's constantly getting like zapped and beating the shit out of people. So first of all, give me a call.
But what I
Jack.
love and hate about the show is that they leave you on a cliffhanger after every episode, and you're just like going insane for a week until the next episode comes.
That's what they do, and that's what works for it. I'm excited for this. I just like every season, you don't watch this, but they're like, Jack Bauer's a terrorist, we've got to stop him. But he's always the good guy, and they just can't like trust him ever after like 15 years of him saving the planet.
Do you think the show is coming back because there's similar, like, you know, Homeland is also going to be coming back. Do you think they brought this back because of Homeland's popularity on, like, the cable networks, like Showcase or Showtime or whatever?
I don't know. I don't know if they're following anyone's lead, just that, like, they were always going to do this.
Yeah, they always had a plan to bring it back, whether it was a movie or a miniseries, but I think they just decided...
They'll probably kill him at the end of this, too, so I hope. I don't want this continuation, like MacGyver when he's 60 type thing, and they bring him back in, like, the 40s from now, so...
All right.
Well, that's all we have for TV. We're going to move on to gay news now, and we're going to talk about...
A wedding!
No, Out Magazine's top 50 influential people.
Yeah.
They just released that. No big surprises. Some new people on the list.
Yeah, I mean, I think we'll just... The top 10 is kind of what you expect. Ellen is number 1, and then number 2 is Tim Cook from Apple. But, I mean, yeah, no real surprises.
Anyone you hate? Anyone you love?
I don't really hate any gay people.
Are you kidding?
No.
You got someone on that list?
No.
He loves everybody on that
love
list.
everyone.
He can't wait to meet them.
God. Tim Tam Daly isn't on this thing, right?
Daly.
God, okay.
Which is surprising. I thought he would definitely crack this list.
I don't see how
He's
power influential.
He is one of the most, like, visible
His boyfriend, maybe, but not him.
And his boyfriend is on this.
Yeah,
Here's the thing. He's not influential. That guy who came out with the football, like the NFL, the first guy.
He was like number 9, I think.
Well, that's influential. Like he's influencing NFL and like pro football sports.
Robin from Today, is it?
Robin Roberts.
Robin Roberts.
So
yeah,
people are actually like making changes with people. Tim Tom Twatford Daly. Like he's not changing anything. There's gay swimmers and there are always going to be gay swimmers. It's done.
You're
No
just
more
mad because
Olympians.
he actually has a swimmer's build.
Oh my God, get over it.
That was well played.
Do you want to talk about him and his whole little bye now, gay leader, sexual slide?
No. We have a clip of me saying that's what he was going to say. I don't know if we're going to cut to it right now, but I'll give you the option.
To be fair, a lot of people come out that way at first, and they're not in the public eye. So
Bye now, gay leader. Okay. But yeah, didn't I tell you that's what was going to happen with him?
I hated it. I ranted about that.
Yeah.
It's so crap. Just call yourself gay. If you're going to put yourself as a gay model icon out there, you have to be able to deal with the repercussions of it. And this bisexual sliding scale thing is crap. He came out in a way that screws over people who are bisexual. I'm reading so many comments and talking to people who are bisexual who hate this image
Adam on
that
the
they
streets
have.
talking to bisexuals.
This is great. I'm totally...
People who are
got some
bisexual
popcorn.
hate that people are using that as this stepping
As a
stone to
crutch.
being okay, and
Yeah.
they're lying and they make it seem like it's not a real thing. So straight people see this and they
I can
hate.
see your point with that, but I mean, no one's gonna have all the right answers or do the right thing when they're coming out. They're coming out.
No,
they're gonna
that's fine. Then don't be on the scene. Don't announce it to the world. Keep it to yourself. If Rob Ford
That's what
smokes
they
crack,
try-
that's
Adam.
terrible because he's a politician. If he's a private person, that's his own business.
Adam, that's what they try to do. They'd rather probably keep it to themselves, but if they get seen with their boyfriend, then people are gonna ask about it, and then it's gonna be a big thing. There's no middle ground.
Then
It's
don't be a
like-
famous person. Decide
Oh
not to
my
do
God.
that. You take on a level of responsibility when you become famous, and you have to be able to keep up with that.
He became an athlete. That's what he became.
He could have done it in a million different ways.
A secret athlete?
Oh my God, forget it. Next. Tommy's done.
No, that's all we have for today's show. We can continue this conversation offline.
Angrily later.
And thank you guys for tuning in. We hope to see you next time.
I'm scared to say anything.
Bye. Wow. You are crazy.
This is the same discussion we had before.
This is like Miley doing fucking sativa or something. Who cares if she doesn't? It affects kids. Parents are upset about this. Kids are upset about this.